Hey everyone, it is, I say everyone, it might be one person who watches this video or two, but hi to you. um, it's day 14, as I'm calling it, of the Corona apocalypse, and it's a Monday. And so I started doing these videos exploring the connection between some energy movements that I like to do and some Pilates based movements. And so this is going to be another 30-minute video kind of working on that. And a name came to me last night when I wasn't sleeping, and that is flow dynamics. So we'll explore the nature, explore like the feeling of flow in the body through movement. And yeah, so I've got the weights with me. So if you have a pair of 1 or 2 pound weights, water bottles, soup cans, we'll maybe work with those, and maybe a yoga block or a couple of books, something like that. Don't worry if you don't have them, we'll just find a way to work around. Okay, so come and stand. And we're just going to do like a full body kind of a reach to kind of get things better lined up in the body. And so take your arms up, and I've got them reaching, you don't have to go way back here, just reaching up and towards the ceiling. And just think of your head going sort of up, like looking up with that, and you're lengthening the front of your body. Okay? And then back down. I know you can't see all of me. Try tilting the screen. Okay. Arms go up, and we reach all the way up, and you're lengthening the front of your body. Hold the floor down with your feet. Okay, let's just do one more like that. Okay, so many forward movements that we make. We just need to lengthen out the front here. Just reach it up. Okay. So we'll do more of this pumping movement. I'll just bring it down a little more. My arms will stay by my side. Okay, so just stand, feet, holding down the floor, right? Keeping it from lifting. And just bring your head back so it's on top of your spine. And see if you can do an up and down nodding motion. Okay? And your head is just moving on top of your spine there, up and down. Okay? And just check that you're not like, when you nod up, that your head isn't going like way, way back. And when you nod down, that you can still breathe. It's not like right up against your throat. Somewhere in the middle. You're not moving a lot. See if you can make like a movement like a water pump with your head. So somehow pumping. Okay? Pump, 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 pump. Right? So we've got the nervous system there that really, it's just, we know it's a big spot for tension, right? At the base of the skull, the whole neck. And the nervous system going up your spine, your brain stem, and connecting with what you might think of as the main part of your brain, your head brain, is it's like the junction there, right? So when things get stuck, it can affect the nervous system. So just kind of little pump, pump, pump. Okay, great. Good. So see how that feels. It's meant to generate energy. So just kind of move your head a little bit. See if that feels okay. All right. right, so arms now. So we're gonna do the pumping. So how about, well, we're gonna do both at the same time. Okay, and we're just gonna try to make it small. So arms are in front. You can have them, about there. And just find the range of motion where you can go up and down, up and down. Yeah. Standing upright. Yeah. Head is still on top of your spine. And let's see if we can get sort of a pumping motion. So just draw your belly in a bit, get that support. And then it's pump, 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 pump. How is my head not in this? There we go. Okay, we're trying to find the energy of the motion around the joint, around the shoulder joint. Okay? Okay, great. Let's go out to the side. I'm going to do this. Yeah, I have a feeling there's some issue with video quality here because I think it's speed maybe. I'm just looking at my arms. Okay. More things to work on, okay? Okay. Okay, so moving your arms in the socket. Are you still standing tall? Head on top of your spine. Okay. You ready to lift off yet? Never mind, that's level 2. Okay, we'll take the arms down and just kind of move your shoulders and hopefully they feel, a little more like energized a little bit, I'll say. Okay, a little freer maybe. So the hips, it's a little hard to get the pumping at the hips. And I'm going to say for today, we're going to just try doing a little tiny squat and up. So I'm bending my knees, right? Just a little squat. So it's not like how low can you go? Just like you're going to start to sit into a chair and up. Now let's just make it a little bit of a, try to get a little pumping action. How can you kind of pump the joint a little bit? Yeah, this video quality is not good. See how it turns out, but it looks so slow to me as I look at it. Okay, couple more. Okay, I'm going to move the camera down so you can see my feet, and we'll do the pumping of the feet. All right, so one foot, just try to, you're pumping the brake. Pump, pump, pump. The light might not be great, I can't tell. The computer pointing down, but try that. Okay, switch, and pump, pump, pump. Okay, all right, so first leg, we're gonna just, so we're facing forward, we're actually gonna turn it out to the side now. Right. See how that is for you. It's any different. Okay, other one, out to the side. Pump, 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 pump. So if you can go quickly, go, but just get that pumping motion. This foot is a bit slower. All right. Okay, so I'm going to close the blind so we don't get the, I think that's better for lighting, yes. Yes, it is. And just kind of move a bit through your hips and feet and see if they feel a little more energized. Okay. All right, so coming down onto the mat. Take the vest off for that. Making sure it's still videotaping. Yes, it is. Okay, so 10 minutes. We've got, 29 minutes. It's 11. So 29 minutes. That would be 19 minutes. Okay. There's my math. Okay, so we'll do a few things in a side lying position. Okay, so if you can lie on your mat, you probably won't see me all the way, but I'll position myself so you can see my lower body. So I'm just going to support my head with my arm. So it's not like this, but it's going to be like this. Okay. And this is where you can use your block if you want, or something else. Okay. Can you see me okay? Okay. So, all right, let's take both your legs straight. I'm going to have my hand on the mat, sort of right like in front of my belly button, thereabouts, and finding the right palm position for me. So take a breath, exhale, cinch your middle, and we're going to lift both the legs, and then back down. Okay, and cinch and lift both legs. Okay, lift and down, and lift and down. All right, so let's actually bend the knees in for a second here. We didn't do a lot of movement of the spine. So let's just actually do that now. So this will be through the hips, and you'll get by moving the hips, you'll get just a little movement in the spine, very gentle. So if you can picture a stick coming out of your hip, like a flagpole coming out of your hip up to the ceiling. Okay, and then just try to circle the flagpole on the ceiling somehow. Okay, it's moving the hip, but it's also going to move the lumbar spine a little bit. Okay, it's in a supported position. Okay, other way. Okay, that might be challenging for you if you're thinking, I barely got the first direction. Do your best. This is harder direction for me. Just think of your flagpole that's turning or circling on the ceiling. Okay, great. So we'll take the legs straight again and take a breath here. Exhale, so use your hand for support. Lift both the legs and then take them down. And then lift them again and down. And let's just try lifting them and holding them. Little space between them. So I'm not lifting any higher than my hip. Really, not much, I don't think. And we're going to just flex. Oh, you can't see my feet, but I'm flexing and I'm pointing. Flexing and pointing. Both feet at the same time. So let's just try to get that pumping motion going through your feet. Okay, just try to cinch your middle. Pump, 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 pump. Okay. Okay, And then we're going to just take it down. All right. That was good. I thought it was good. I hope you did too. Okay, so take a breath. Exhale, cinch. Lift both your legs. Little space between them. And can you turn them out? Like a ballet turnout. Okay, and now they're on a diagonal. And just try that pumping that we did standing. Okay. Little cinch in your middle. So just drawing the inner waist muscles in while you otherwise torture yourself with this exercise. Okay. Always put the bottom leg down if it's too much. Okay. And then we're going to just take it down and bend your knees in and just kind of rock your hips a little bit there. Okay. And then just come onto your back from there and kind of check in with your back before we do much more. Okay, can you do a pelvic tilt back and forth? And see how that feels. I really cannot see myself, so I'm hoping for the best here. Hope you can see me. I think you can. Got the laptop on the edge of the bed, and so the bottom part is blocking the top where the screen is. Okay, so back and forth tilt. It should feel good in your back, that motion. All right, and I think we'll just turn over to the other side before we do too much more. Just get the sides balanced. Okay. Right, so again, so you don't want to be sort of propped here. We're going to bring your upper body right down. Move back, maybe I can see myself. All right, so head is down, that lines up the spine. Okay, and hand in front, take a breath. Exhale, cinch, and we're going to lift your legs and down. Okay, so use, if it makes sense, use the bottom leg to lift the top leg. Okay, find the waist muscles there. Okay, we'll do one more. And then just bend your knees in and just do a little wiggle wiggle. Okay, actually let's do the flagpole idea. So you've got the flagpole up to the ceiling and just try to circle around. Make that circle somehow on the ceiling. A lot of gurgling happening. I had my smoothie a few minutes ago. There we go. It's going to get quieter now that I'm talking about it. Okay, we'll try the other direction. Okay, so when you're moving, so you're moving your whole pelvis with this, right? And just a little bit in the lumbar, but the little bit is good. Okay, so both legs straight. Take a good breath. Exhale, cinch. You're going to lift the legs, little space between them, so you're lifting to the height of your hip. All right, and let's just try pumping the feet. So flex and point first. Mid-range of the motion, right? Not all the way to the end of the range. On either side, either end of the range. Okay, and then let's turn it into like a pumping action. Okay, nice and long in your legs and pump, 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 pump. Get that pumping. going. Pump, 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 pump. Okay, and then we'll just bring it in, lower it down. Just bend the knees, get a little wiggle in your hips. And we're going to try the turned out version. Okay, so both legs are straight. Yep, we're going to lift them together actually, but a little space between them. Can you turn out like a ballet turnout? Your calves might touch, your thighs might be right up against each other, whatever, however it is for you is fine. Okay, so you're going to turn out and see if you can try that pumping in the turnout. Cinch your middles, you've got that extra support. Hand on the mat, either full hand or you can do fingers, whatever works. Trying to pump them together, which might take a focus. Okay, and then we're just going to bend the knees in and just wiggle in your hips again. All right. Okay, so I'm going to come onto my back. I think we're doing okay for time. All right. So find your pelvic tilt. Okay, and then find neutral. All right, so we're gonna do a head lift. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the mat so that this can be safe for anybody who has osteoporosis or fractures in your spine, and for most spine issues. But if it doesn't feel good, you just don't do it, right? So take a breath here. And when you exhale, just start to nod your chin in and then lift your head. Try to look at your thighs and see if the back of your head can lengthen. Yep. And then lower back down. Okay. So I'm not going to cue your abdominal muscles here. Just try to focus on your head and neck moving. And if your abdominal muscles engage, that's great. Okay, so take a breath. Exhale, nod. Nod in. Oh, sorry, I lifted first. Nod in and lift your head. Keep nodding in. Try to look at your thighs. And then down. Okay, inhale. Exhale, nod. And down. Okay. So I want to hold it up, and we're going to use that pumping motion that we were doing. So right around here, we're going to do a little pump. So without lifting the head, let's do the pump and then incorporate the head lift. Okay, so, all right. So let's do, we're going to pump with the breath. So when we exhale, that's the best way to do it to start. So let's do one breath in and 3 breaths out. Okay, that's 3 if you can see that. Take a breath, exhale. So start to nod in, lift your head. I said I wasn't going to lift the head, but we're up. So take a breath, inhale, and then inhale, lift the arms, and then inhale again, and then back down. Okay. So you have the option of lifting your head if it feels good to do that or not. For the next one, we're going to do a 4 count. So 1 breath in and 4 exhales with 4 pumps at the same time. Okay, so inhale here. Exhale, nod, and lift your head. When we're up now, take a breath, arms lift. and then it's and down. Now I sort of inhaled a little bit in there, but the 4 exhales are to fully release the air. So I'm trying to exaggerate my exhale so you can hear it, but really it's 1 breath in and then 4 breaths out, if you can do that. Okay. So that's to release the air, 4 breaths. Okay, so try to divide your exhale up like that. All right, so start with a breath. And then on the exhale nod, I'm going to look towards my thighs and lift the arms a little bit. And another breath. And then inhale. One more. And down. All right. So you got to find your pace with that. That's a lot to coordinate. Okay. So we're going to notch it up to 5 exhales. So that's a lot. 4 was already hard, but we're going to go for the 5 just for, how about fun? No, just for practice, right? Okay, so take a breath. Exhale, nod, and lift the head, arms lift. So inhale. One more. All right, great. So that's good flow there with that movement. All right, so let's just go clothing adjustment here. Let's just come onto your front. We're going to try that pumping on your front with your arms. Okay. So move down so you can see me in a tight spot. But okay. So arms by your side. I'm going to just hover my nose off the mat so I am with my head lined up with my spine. So just adjust the best you can, trying to stay lined up in my spine here. Okay, so just check your thighs that you have equal weight, and then across your, chest area that it's equal left to right side. Okay, so let's take a breath in. Exhale, and those ribs narrow, and just lift both your arms. Okay. Okay, so then on the exhale, let's try doing a 3-count pump. So it's out, 2, 3. Okay, so inhale, and then okay, one more. Okay. All right, so that was a little different than being on your front. It takes time to incorporate all these movements, but let's just try it now with we'll do a 4 count, and we'll then try a 5 count. That is if I can still breathe after the 4 count. Okay, so arms by your side. Okay, take a good breath. Exhale, close the ribs. Your nose is hovered. And let's do it again. So take a good breath in. We'll do a 4 count out. So it's one more. Okay. So I'm ready for 5. So we'll go for that. So take a good breath. Exhale. So come into alignment, collarbones wide. Let's lift the arms. Yeah. Take one breath in and then it's out for 5. So one more. All right. Okay. So that was pretty good. So we're at 31 minutes and I'm going to just pause it there. Good experiment and hope you liked it. I'm going to just something. Oh, it's a hair. Amazing that the camera picks that up. Okay, sorry, I should have ended before I did that. Okay, have a good day, everyone, and take care of yourself. Bye for now.